The following story is a work of fiction and should not be taken as a representation of real events, facts, or individuals. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or deceased, or to real incidents is purely coincidental. The author and publisher of this story do not endorse or support the accuracy of the events depicted. This story is solely for entertainment purposes and should not be considered as a source of information or truth. Reader discretion is advised.
I just ended up sometimes, like, you just do nothing. I was like, "Dude, there's nothing I could do. I'm just gonna play Grand Theft Auto."
You're like,
So,
"Alright, this
yeah.
is ruining my business."
Yeah, 'cause, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, "Dude, you know what? I'm just not gonna make a decision on anything." So for a month and a half, I literally just played Grand Theft Auto for every day. That's all I did.
GTA, man.
Yeah. And then from there, I just came up with a new structure and tested it out instead of, like, selling by the lead. I was just doing it, like a monthly subscription, basically. But
Welcome back to a new episode of Hustle and Shots. I'm your guest, Gedeon. We haven't done this in a while. This is season 2. And today we have a special guest here, my boy, Leo. What's up, Leo?
what's up, everybody? My name is Leo Barroso.
Yes, sir.
Known you for what now? 4 years, 5 years?
Going on 5. 5 years strong, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
So, man, what's up, man? How you been?
Fucking grinding, dude.
Yeah.
Working. You kind of inspired me over the summer. You know, when we were hanging out, you weren't drinking. I just got back from Brazil,
Yeah.
drinking, partying every day with family too, you know. I was like, "You know what, dude? I got to do the same fucking shit."
Yeah, man. I went 120 days without alcohol,
Yeah.
but kind of broke it during the holidays because, Thanksgiving was there. Had to hang out with the family, the friends.
Yep.
Then Christmas was right around the corner. So,
Yeah. Yep.
but it's a good detox. Like when you how many days are you trying to do it for? Or
Well, I was gonna do 90 days, so I did that.
okay,
In 5 days, today's what, the 15th? It'll be on the 20th, it'll be 6 months,
wow,
no drinking.
very nice.
So, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. I might go another 3 months, I might go another 6 months. I don't know. Um, just there's certain goals I wanna hit, you know, and I can drink and stop and go out, have one drink,
For sure.
but I'm not gonna be able to have that same focus as not drinking, you know?
Yeah, man.
So
What I mean, besides me, like, what else is like your motivation? Like, what got you like, all right, I gotta stop. Like, do you have like a milestone? Like, are you trying to do it to like lose weight or just like better your health or?
yeah, all of it, man. I was waking up feeling like shit every day. I was eating like shit. I lost like 20 pounds. So just trying to get my my life together. Cause like how am I gonna get to, you know, 1 million a year, 2 million a year if I'm tired halfway through the day at 3 PM. You know, it's like
Yeah, you're not
it's like
right.
2,
You're
3
not wrong.
PM. I'm exhausted and I slept for 10 hours, you know?
Yeah.
So that's one of them. Um, I was I was also, like, eating and after every meal, like, I just didn't feel good,
And
you know?
like on that, like I mean, I feel like when I hit what was it, like day like 40-ish, I felt like even like the smell of alcohol was just like, terrible for me. Like I didn't even want to get around it.
Yeah, I don't even know what it smells like right now. I don't even remember what it feels like being drunk, and I've gone longer, but this is probably the longest I've gone in, like, 13, 14 years
Oh, okay.
without drinking.
Very nice. Well, for the folks that don't know, if you're new here, welcome. This is Hustle and Shots. This is the second season. I used to have the first season, and we had like a co-host, Andre, but we're moving on from that. We have the second season where I'm gonna have more people come on, talk about their life, their struggles, their work and their career, and how they can like better themselves. So this podcast is like safe for everybody, anyone that wants to listen to it. I don't know how it's gonna go, but for me is whenever like I want to do something, I try to stay on top of it. But Leo, for the people that don't know, like introduce yourself. Like, what brought you to Arizona? Are you from Arizona or no?
No, I'm originally from Brazil.
Okay,
Um,
Brazil.
and then, my family moved out here we moved to New Hampshire in 1999.
Okay.
Um, just come from pretty much nothing, just my parents just always wanted me to go to college and all that, and that's really not for me, you know? I don't really like working for other people, and I don't really like doing stuff that's not gonna make me money, you know? And I came out here, Arizona, with my ex, so we just didn't wanna live in New Hampshire anymore. Like, everyone there is doing the same fucking shit. Like, you go out there
9 to
right now,
5.
they're just fucking bums, dude. They're all fucking doing coke every day. Like, you go out there right now,
Yeah,
everyone's doing the same shit, and someone's probably gonna watch this, they're gonna be mad, but it's the fucking truth. They're not going anywhere, and they haven't.
you're not wrong, you're
Like,
not
they
wrong.
haven't been going anywhere. Like, a lot of them peaked in fucking high school, and that's it, you
Yeah,
know?
I feel like the same motivation as you moving here was, like, kinda the same motivation as me. Like, where I was in Virginia. I grew up in Ivory Coast, for most people that don't know where that is. It's called
Mhm.
Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, sure. It's called Côte d'Ivoire. That's where my parents are from,
Where?
but Côte d'Ivoire,
In what country?
it's in Africa. It's
Okay.
called Côte d'Ivoire. That's where most of my family's from, but
That's a country?
that's a country.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a country. It's, West Africa. That's where I was born. Half of my family's from there, the other half is from France,
Yeah.
like North Francis. But yeah, it's like I get like the both best of both worlds. Most of my family right now are majority of my family they're in France, so
Yeah.
some of them don't really like here because they don't like the work life balance. But
There is no work-life balance here. If you
yeah,
wanna The United States, it's literally the best country in the world because you can make it here with nothing. Now, there is, like, other countries that if you already have money, it might be better if you have money. Like, here, if you have nothing, like, you can be anybody. You can be a janitor, you can be anybody from anywhere, and you can make it here. You can start with nothing. Where
yeah,
other countries, you have that barrier where, like, in Brazil, like, people will gatekeep, if you
like
don't.
they'll gatekeep success or
Yeah, they'll gatekeep success, they'll gatekeep depending on where you're from, your skin color, like,
okay,
it's way more difficult over there than here, but at the same time, it's so easy to, um, like, kill it over there too, because a lot of people, they don't put in the effort. The ones that do usually end up just coming here,
yeah,
because 'cause they're like, "Dude, I'm putting in all this work, not getting anywhere, let me just go to United States."
okay. How was I don't know for your family, but for my family to like migrate to the United States was kind of hard, you know. So like I don't know how was your background like when you guys came out here? You were born in
I was born
Brazil,
in
right?
Brazil.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, my dad owned a pharmacy over there, so it's not like we were doing horrible over there. It's come from a small town of, like,
okay,
10,000 people, so, like, a very, very small town. If we stayed, probably would've been okay, like, most of my cousins and family, they're doctors, engineers, lawyers, and stuff like that, so
okay.
it's not like they're doing bad, you know? Um,
They just came to America for a better life.
yeah, really for me and my
Okay.
brother, my brother's killing it too,
What does he do?
he does art.
Okay.
Gustavo Barroso, look him up, he does art,
Gustavo Broso.
he's done sculptures for FIFA, he hasn't gone in a while, but usually he's always going to Paris Fashion Week, um,
Okay. We love a little Paris Fashion Week.
yeah, he usually goes every year, I don't think he's gone
Well,
in the last couple of years, but yeah, he's killing it.
what do you do?
I do a little bit of everything, man.
Okay.
I do
What's
a
your
little.
what's
Yeah.
your main hustle?
Well, the last, like, 5, 6 years, I got into life and health insurance, so that was really good. I definitely recommend it. It's a great business to get into if you just wanna fucking grind and run it up, but it's hard work. It's a grind, you know?
It's a lot of cold calling,
Not cold calling, but, like, you gotta spend, like you gotta dedicate your life to it pretty much.
hours to build your own business. Yeah.
Yeah, like, some people like, "Oh, I wanna do this part-time from home." Okay, like, do you mean on your free time, or are you talking about, like, 20 hours a week? And when you talk to them, they really just mean on their free time because like they might see me post up some numbers, made $1,000 sale here and there, and they're like, "Oh, I can just go on the phone and make that." It's like, no, I went 2 days without making a sale, but now on the third day I made 2-3 grand.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, um, then I got into marketing really out of necessity because when we first moved out here to Arizona, um, first of all, the market out here is so much different than
The
um,
insurance market?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's very saturated here. It doesn't mean you can't make money, you just have to work, like, 5 times as hard because when I was getting the leads in Boston, there's not as many agents out there, so the leads aren't getting called as much, and I was honestly just, like, fucking door knocking too. I was just going
Okay.
to
That's a grind, man.
I was getting the leads, and I was calling, setting appointments. The ones that didn't answer, I'll just knock on the door like, "Hey, you filled it out," and it have their signature on it, like, "You filled it out. You requested, mortgage protection, if you pass away, it's gonna pay off your house."
Okay.
So when I get out here, they've already heard that like 10, 15 times, So it's like I went from having to spend like 1,000 a week on leads to having to spend 2,500 a week
Okay.
to write the same amount of business, and then I'm about to have a baby, so, like, my profitability dropped by a lot. So, I invested in some mentorships and paid some people to teach me how to do advertising and stuff like that, and, that's the another thing of business is most people, they're not willing to do that. They're not willing to put the money, they're not willing to be coachable and listen to other people. They probably would have just gave up right there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that business is not for everybody. Same as I'm in real estate. I'm a realtor here in Arizona. I'm gonna be licensed also in Virginia. So if anybody needs homes in Virginia or Arizona, you can hit me up. But here it's like people think, oh, just because I'm licensed, the leads are just gonna fall on my lap, and it's not like that.
Right.
And even like we'll say, even like your best friend or like your friend circle, they won't trust you to buy a house from you, which is kind of crazy. They'll ask you questions, "Oh, how's business going?" But they will never like trust you. They'll be like,
I've
"All right,
never sold a policy to a friend.
okay, yeah,
Ever. I rarely ever post because yeah, like, strangers, they're gonna support you before your friends and family,
yeah."
and that's
You're
just
you're
that's
not
just
you're
what it
not
is.
wrong. Even me, like whenever somebody like asks me, like I'm just really blunt. Is it a good time to buy? I'm like, nah, don't buy. I'm never like I'm not that realtor that'll be like, yo, buy for me.
Yeah,
Like I'm always gonna be like, nah. The only good time to buy is when you're ready. When you're ready to be like, all right, I gotta buy. It's time to buy. But it's never like the market is never gonna tell you. Market is never gonna be like, oh yeah, this is a great time to buy. Because whenever people are like, oh, I'm gonna wait until interest rates drop. It's like, all right, you're gonna wait until interest rates drop, right? How many people are waiting for interest rates to drop? Like everybody, right?
and then the houses go up.
Yeah. Once the interest rate goes down, there's more competition. So you're putting offers on houses, and there's 10 people putting houses on the same house. So you're in a bidding war. So which I always tell you, I'm like, whenever the interests are not down, buy a house because that's the best time to buy because it's first, houses are sitting on the market, it's not selling. Second, you'll save way more money because sellers are more negotiable because it's like their house is on the market, they're trying to get rid of it. So
Yeah.
they'll do anything. They'll bend corners. They'll even help you with your down payment, which I always tell them, like, right now, it's always a good time. Like, right now, today, it's a perfect time because
There's
the
some
interest
crazy
rate's like,
programs out here in Arizona too, with the 0 down
there's a
programs.
lot of there's a
Yeah,
lot of programs, and there's a whole list. Like,
yeah.
I can go down the list. Like, if you want to buy a house with no money down, like, there's a program out there for you. But the thing I tell people is, hey, do you want to like live like in a really, really nice neighborhood, because those programs is gonna cost you much. But if you wanna live, like, let's say, like, outside of the city or not too far from the city, like, then it might not make sense for those programs. But if you're, like, trying to live a little bit further, like 30, 20 minutes from the city, then yeah, most of those programs will make sense for you because you're really not really putting anything down,
Yeah,
and you get a house, yeah.
yeah. How'd you get into real estate?
It's funny because people people now see me post about real estate because they think I'm new to real estate, but it's not it. I always been around real estate ever since I was young. Like my mom is a developer, so she builds houses,
Yeah,
right? My cousin is a realtor. He's been a realtor for all his life. I always wanted to I always was around real estate and I always was kind of doing real estate in some like kind of, but like I wasn't really like licensed. So like I was wholesaling for a little bit.
yep,
I own a couple like Airbnbs. Um, the only reason why I got my licenses is because I realized that most of my business there was always a middleman. So the middleman, I was always making the middleman more money, which was
yeah,
the realtors. So like I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna go get my license because I most of the time when I talk to these agents, I have more knowledge than them, and
they're
I'm like,
fucking idiots.
yeah, I'm like, I have more knowledge than them, and I'm like, hold up, the only thing that's separating you and I is just because you're licensed and I'm not. But I I recently started posting more because I'm licensed.
Mhm.
So people like, oh, now you're licensed. So, like, but I've always been around real estate like my whole
Yeah,
life.
no, I like the content you put out, man. I was like,
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
I gotta start putting out more content. I got a couple of videos, and I just been busy with other things, but um, I'm gonna start doing more content like that for the credit repair. And it's and I've never wanted to do content or videos, but
Yeah,
it's insane like how many people message me and they're like, "Dude, I love your videos." Like
yeah,
like I just like the way you explain things and break things down. And I've talked to 30 other people, and I'm just gonna go with you. You
yeah.
know?
The thing is, like, everything is on paper, like the programs, like the houses, everything's on paper. Just the way you explain it is what people will like,
They want the business
resonate.
with you, you know? So
Yeah, they
it's
want to
like
do business with you because they understand. You make it easier for them. So that's basically what I've been doing, and it's been working, man.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it doesn't matter if the market is saturated or not,
yeah,
because these days they'll if they like you, they'll do business with you.
yeah, yeah.
That's what
That's
it comes down
yeah.
to.
But like out here in Arizona, it's like we'll say like business wise, it's like that's the reason why I moved out here because like people are more business wise out here compared to like Virginia when I live in Virginia. Because in Virginia, when I have friends when I'll be like, yo, by the way, at this age, I'm gonna like own my own business. I'm gonna make this amount. Everybody thought I was crazy. They're like, yo, there's no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it's that's how it is in New Hampshire and New England, like and they got the hustle mentality, but they're always just working jobs. And, same thing growing up, I was, like, trying to tell my friends, like, "Hey, let's start a business, let's do this." I did start a credit repair business, like, 6, 7 years ago before I got into insurance, and I'll hit up my friends that do real estate. I'm like, "Dude, you send me people. Once I fix their credit, I'm gonna send you people." And, like, that's how you never really hear anything
Yeah.
else
I mean, to
from
be
it.
honest, man, if you have like a good circle around you, everybody's gonna make money. Like
Yeah,
I always told like few of my friends, I'm like, yo, you're in sales, you're in marketing, like you're in like IT. Like if we all come together and put our brains together, like we'll make money with each other. Why? Why find strangers who make money with each other? Like find somebody that's in your
yeah.
circle that you trust more.
Yeah, that's what I like about Arizona too. There's a
Yeah.
lot of entrepreneurs here. Like I think most of the people that I know here own their own business,
Yeah.
own work for
And it's
themselves.
content driven too.
Yeah, and like that's how we met over at X Phoenix
Yeah.
too. That's how everybody was over there. Um, everybody's entrepreneurs working for themselves, and everyone does something different. And I made a lot of money over there, a lot of money.
Yeah, I think majority of like my good friends, I met them at X Phoenix.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna
That
write me a
place
fat check too. They're gonna
that place was nice, man.
Yeah,
I love like how it was like set up and
I need to run that place.
yeah, I need to be the manager, man, because
Yeah,
that place was like it was set for business worthy with like where
yeah.
people will come in or they'll rent out their apartment. The only thing I hated about it is like they always pushed you to have a roommate. That's one thing I hated about it, but
Well,
no,
I
besides
had a
that,
one bedroom, but it was so small, dude. Like The my unit was 630 square feet, and
Yeah,
then
that's
the place I moved into next, like, my fucking walk-in closet was my bathroom was the size of the apartment, you remember that?
yeah, man,
Dude,
it's
yeah, I was like, "Fuck this," and I'm never living in it kinda traumatized me, you know, because like, they gave me so many problems, it traumatized me, I was like, "I'm never living in a small, tiny apartment ever again," like, fuck that. It's
yeah, for
not
sure, man.
it was stressful, dude, it was stressful. But yeah, it was great. It was great, you know, everything else, like the amenities and just being around, you know, like-minded people and stuff like that was awesome.
Yeah, so, like, what's, like if you would say what, like, motivates you, like, we're in the new year, I know everybody has the resolution, but, like, what's, like, a big motivation for you this year?
Um, you know, I wanna get to a point where my companies are automated. Like I've built my businesses from 0 to 50, 60, 80K a month so many times, and it was just always me by myself
Okay,
to where now I have the experience. It's just automating it and hiring and outsourcing, like getting employees and stuff like that. It's not so much the motivation, it's more the discipline, right? Because you could be motivated to do something and not do shit about it, right? So it's the discipline, right? Because the discipline is gonna it's gonna get you to where you wanna go, right? If that's even something you wanna do,
for
you know,
sure.
doing things when you don't wanna do it, when you don't feel like doing it, when you don't wanna wake up, don't wanna get up, you just gotta do it, you know? Because if you just do things when you're motivated, you're just average. You're just gonna be average, and that's it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, in that way, is like, how do you pivot all the distraction from your motivation? Like, how do you push the distraction away? You said that you're trying to drink. I mean, you're not drinking, right?
I haven't drank in it'll be 6 months, yeah.
6 months? Okay.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
it's, you can definitely have distractions, it's just cutting it out, you know? It's just having your why, like, why do you wanna do it? Some people just don't have it cut out for them, you know? So, um, it's really just about what you want and figuring that out, and, like, in the last 6 months when, you know, I decided that, I was like, "Dude, I'm just gonna cut everything out." I told you, I told Brian, I'm like, "Bro, don't even hit me up anymore." And you guys did hit me up a couple times, I didn't
To
even
go
respond. Yeah,
out?
yeah, I didn't even hit you guys up, and Brian's like, "Yo, let's go to Tokyo, let's go to Mexico," and I'm like, "Bro, I can't." You know, "Let's go to
Yeah, I gotta stay
Sedona."
focused.
Yeah, dude, I can't because like, it when you start building momentum,
It
that one day will ruin it.
Yeah, that one day to, like, take a break will, like
It'll ruin it, man. It'll kill your momentum, and momentum in business is everything, especially when you're starting out, you know?
for sure. I mean, what would you say was, like, a learning curve for you last year in your business?
In terms of what?
In terms of, like, "Oh, I need to move this way instead of moving that way."
Um, it was really so last year I was doing mostly the marketing agency, selling life insurance not life insurance, health insurance leads, and there were so many changes, you know, with the new laws and regulations, of how the enrollments could be done. So, like, before they changed it, dude, I was on track to do 1,000,000
Oh, really?
in 2024, yeah.
Okay.
I went from doing 20 grand a week to 0, literally 0 from one day, July 17th, 2024, the day they changed how enrollments could be done, and, dude, I was so I wouldn't say depressed, but I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck am I gonna do now?" I just ended up sometimes, like, you just do nothing. I was like, "Dude, there's nothing I could do. I'm just gonna play Grand Theft Auto."
You're like,
So,
"Alright, this
yeah.
is ruining my business."
Yeah, because I didn't know what to do. I'm like, "Dude, you know what? I'm just not gonna make a decision on anything." So for a month and a half, I literally just played Grand Theft Auto for every day. That's all I did.
GTA, man.
Yeah, and then from there, I just came up with a new structure and tested it out instead of, like, selling by the lead, I was just doing it, like a monthly subscription, basically. but I knew it was gonna change, and I was right because a year and a half later, the same thing happened again to now where you can't even do enrollments all year round. So basically, my business is based on the government, on what they decide of how I can run
Oh,
things. So it's like,
that's
how
the worst, man.
yeah, dude, it's
'Cause
like
you can't predict what's gonna happen.
and every 6 months it changes. So, like, um, right now you can only do enroll like, today's the 16th, so yesterday was the last day you can do enrollments.
Okay,
So, for right now, for the rest of the year, you can't do health insurance enrollments unless you have an SEP, which is a special enrollment period. So if you moved, had a kid, lost your job, lost coverage, maybe changed jobs, I believe. So it's like, what is the cost per enrollment going to be to get that client? Right, and how am I gonna structure the pricing so
and
they're
it's only seasonal, right? So, like, it's like
for now it is, before it wasn't. Before
okay,
you could do all year round. So before you can enroll people all year round, like and before the like, you can get a client, you can get an enrollment for like 40, $50, and then you're profitable after 2 months, because
okay,
the policies, it pays out like $20 per month per client, where now for the rest of the year, like, how much is it gonna cost you 100? So is it gonna take you 6, 7 months to break even, you know?
yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense, and I knew that was happening, so then that's when I pivoted to credit repair, so just being able to adapt and, like, to me, it doesn't matter what kind of business I do, I'm gonna run it up either way.
Okay. So how's credit repair? Cause there's a lot of questions about it. Cause most people don't know how to like dispute the credits. Um, and it's like very, very like I would say like hidden. There's like ways that you can do it. I know there's other companies that do it. Like, how do you approach the situation when you want to like work with a client?
Yeah, so first, I get a lot of people, sometimes they're like currently late on everything. It's
Yeah.
like, I can't take you on as a client if you can't even pay your $20 minimum payment on your credit card.
Okay.
Like, that makes no sense. Like, for one, and I just talked to some guy yesterday where he paid a credit repair company and he's like, yeah, my score only went up 3 points in 3 months. And I'm like, well, you had 10 negative items before. Now you only have like 4 or 5, but you stopped
You
paying.
stop paying the minimum payments.
No, he stopped paying at all. He's
Okay.
like, yeah, why would I pay if I hired a credit repair company? I'm like, that's not what credit repair is. Like, we want people that, you know, lost their job, lost their income, or went through a rough time, divorce, whatever it is, life happens. But, like, you can't just, like, not pay your bills because you don't want to pay it and then expect someone to go back there and just fix all your problems, you know? So, like, I told him, like, "I could even help you," you know?
Yeah.
So, and then for, like, the disputes, when people try to do it on your own, you can do it on your own. It's just like, if you're working and trying to focus on getting your life back in track, like, do you really wanna be creating these letters and sending out the disputes, Because the way we do it, we don't just send out the letters, we file complaints with the CFPB, we file
Okay.
complaints, directly with the bureaus as well.
And they respond back and
Yeah, and also we file complaints with, the Better Business Bureaus against, like, each company as well. So, like, to send out 1 round of letters, it takes 2 to 3 hours, So it's
okay.
like the average person is not going to want to do that, and then it's also sequenced as well. You're kinda basically setting up these, credit reporting agencies because that's what TransUnion, Experian, Equifax is, they're credit reporting agencies. There's only 1 bureau, it's the CFPB. Um, so you're setting them up for failure, essentially.
Okay. So like let's say someone, right? They always wanted to fix their credit. They're like, all right, it's 2026. I want to fix my credit. I want to get some credit cards. I want to better my life. I want to also like big things happen. I'm getting married or something like that. Like let's say a young individual wants to fix their credit and possibly buy a house. Like how would they like get in contact with you or how would you like schedule an appointment? It's like is it free? Like
Yeah.
what's your spell?
So we do a free audit because I wanna know what's going on, and I
Okay.
always, review it with the client on the phone so we're both looking at the credit report at the same time because I also want to educate them. um, I don't want to, just fix their credit and then they have no idea what we're doing or what was even on there because that's how those calls 2, 3 months later down the road are like, I have no idea what they even did.
Okay.
So they can go directly
Your website, I'm
on my
guessing?
website. Yeah,
Okay.
it's Visionary Biz, Biz solutions.com, or you can message me on Instagram. My Instagram is it's Leo Barroso, so ITSLEOBARROSO. We can do a free audit, and go from there. We do work with people on payment plans and stuff like that. So
Payment plans, alright, that's good to know, man.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
We do business funding too, so um
Commercial also?
yeah, like just,
Or
business loans,
business
business
loans?
credit cards,
Okay.
credit stacking, stuff like that. Like, you know a little bit about that, right?
Yeah,
With, trying to get like 0%. And I only recommend that like if you're actually going to use the money to make some money.
okay,
Like you need to have a plan. Like if you're just trying to get some credit cards to spend it and max it out for nothing, it makes no sense. Like that's a dumb move.
okay. That's good, man. That's good to hear that, there's business out there that, like, do audits. Cause like, I always wanted to fix my credit, but the way I did it was just, like, I would just, like, pay the minimum and, like, whenever I had the money, I just paid the whole amount, but I always wondered, like, "Oh, there's few late payments, like, how do I get rid of those?" Like
Yeah, we just dispute it. So if it's like an open account, we just dispute the just delayed payments. And as long as you're not like continuously late, because if you're currently late and we're disputing the previous late payment, it's just gonna update with new late payment. So
okay,
you're working against us, So I don't even take on clients that's at the very least like make the minimum payments, and then we can remove those. It'll probably take the open accounts. It does take a little bit longer. It'll probably take like 3 to 6 months to get late payments removed from an open credit card or like an open loan, but it can be done. Then it's
okay,
gonna look like you were never late to begin with.
okay. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good to hear, and there's a company out there, there's you that will be able to, like, help with that.
Yeah, dude, we get shit done, man. I get like on a daily basis, I probably get at least like one referral.
Okay.
You know,
And how do you get these referrals? Like, through, like, your Facebook, like, Instagram?
yeah,
Do you run ads?
yeah, they just mess with me like, "Hey, you fix this person's credit," or, I'm working on someone's credit. They just send me people, because I've there's so many people I talk to where most of the people they've already paid like 1 to 2 other companies in the past, and they've got 0 results. No
Okay.
results at all.
So you guys here, man, if you want results, you want a good credit, hit up, Leo, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so like we're gonna pivot the conversation a little bit. I had a company out here. They do the best. I mean, I've tried their seltzers, and it's honestly like hands down the best seltzer I've tried. They're locally. They sent me a package here during the holidays, so I just wanted to shout them out. They're based out of Arizona. It's called Siptail. These drinks right here, seltzers. Um,
Strawberry margarita.
That's my favorite flavor, honestly, like, I wanna thank those guys. Hopefully, they can sponsor this episode, but, yeah, you guys go check them out.
I'm gonna have to try that when I drink it,
Yeah, when you drink again, man, you gotta try it. Try them out, man.
for sure, for sure.
So, you recently went on a trip with Johnny, right? How was that,
Yeah, bro, I went on multiple trips with him. It's always a fucking trip in itself, bro. He's fucking hilarious. The dude's a savage. The dude's
What
just a fucking savage.
was the last trip? Where did you guys go?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas, bro.
Tell us about that.
He just fucking hit me up. He's like, "Yo, you wanna go to fucking Vegas? I got a flight." I was like, "We'll drive. We'll drive my fucking car." So we drove out there, and it's just so fucking funny, bro. Because he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna lose 4 grand." I'm like, that's his mind. I'm just gonna lose 4 grand. I'm like, "Why don't we win 4 grand?" Right?
Yeah, man.
Um, and we go to like the high limit room for like the slot machines. I put in $100, and I was like, "This machine's gonna hit. It's gonna fucking hit." Lost it like one spin. So then we're going to the roulette table, and he puts it on, like, red or black or something, it hits, and then he did it again, it hits. So I'm like, "Bro, put 100 on 13 right now." I was like, "13 always hits." The guy hears me, and the dealer or whatever you wanna call him, fucking Brian's like, "Nah, bro, nah, fuck that." Bro, it fucking hits for 13. And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude?"
What was his suspension like? He was probably like, "Yo, what?"
Dude, everyone that was with him was like, "What the fuck was that?" I'm like, "I fucking told you, bro. You shoulda just fucking put it." I was like, "Put it on 13 right now." It hits again. And
No way.
didn't fucking
He
put
didn't
it.
listen.
He didn't listen, bro. And then, fucking we, like, do a little lap. We come back, we see the same dealer, but at a different table, and, we're like, "Alright, we'll just go up to it." It hits for 13 again. Fucking 3 times in a row, bro. I'm like, "Dude, just the first one would've been 3,600."
Yo, there's
Like
no way.
yeah, if he did it
13 is a lucky number, huh?
dude, if he
Oh,
did it,
shit.
bro yeah, 'cause what people don't realize is that these guys, they're there all day.
So
So
they
it's
see the
like
numbers.
they see the numbers, bro. They can calculate where they're gonna hit because 'cause they're spinning that ball all day long.
Yeah, I always wondered, like, if you work at a casino, can you gamble?
You can gamble.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, you can gamble. I know people that worked at casinos and
okay.
gambled,
I
because
never
it's
knew if it was, like, inside, like, gambling or something like that.
no, it's just that, like, the ones that, like, they're spinning that roulette wheel, they can kinda calculate it if they're good, if they've been there for a
Okay.
while, and I asked them, I'm like, "Are you good, bro?" He's like they know what I'm talking about too. I was like, "Are you good?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can you hit 13?" He's like, "I'll try." Boom, fucking hit it. And Brian wouldn't listen. I didn't have any cash on me either. I should've just told him, "Bro, give me the fucking 100. I'll put it on there," but I
But he
was
was ready to lose 4K, so,
he
like,
was ready, bro.
100 is nothing to him.
And he did lose 4 grand. He really did. He was down like 3, 4 grand.
That's the thing is, like, when you have the mindset of losing, you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
You need
like
a mindset of winning.
we were on on blackjack, and he was so wasted, bro. Like I was like, you gotta stop playing. I cut him off. I'm like, bro, like you're hitting on like 18 and fucking like you're just doing
That
stupid shit.
ruins the trip.
Yeah, yeah. No, he don't give a fuck. Like he was
He didn't
just
really
like
care.
he didn't really care, dude. But um, yeah, that night that whole weekend was crazy, bro. And after that, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop drinking. I didn't even drink on my birthday a couple days later. I was like, yeah, I'm good because I just got back from Brazil, so like I literally got back from Brazil and like 2 days later drove to Vegas.
Okay. So,
So
how was Brazil? I always wanted to ask you about that. Like, what is like me, right? I never been to Brazil, so like, if I wanted to go, like, what are the spots? Like,
bro, you got to go with someone that's from there.
okay,
Number one, um,
number one.
because you're not gonna. It's not like you're not gonna get by. Like there might be some people that speak English, but like it's not like here. So it's like if you don't speak the language, if you don't know the people, it's gonna be very difficult. So you got to go with someone that's from there. And then everyone always wants to go to Rio and over there, but
Yeah,
honestly, like in my opinion, there's better spots. So I went
yeah.
to
Rio's probably like overrun, and it's like so expensive.
you gotta be on the lookout at all times too.
Yeah,
Like you
I heard
can't
there's a lot of pickpockets.
yeah, like you can't even like I can't walk around like this
Yeah.
in Rio. They'll just fucking they'll snatch it right off your
Same,
neck.
same in France too. Like,
Yeah,
France is a really big thing. Not France, but Paris,
yeah.
especially in Paris. But the thing is, it's not really like the French people that do it. It's like the immigrants,
It's the
bro.
third worlders.
Yeah. They go in there,
The
they're like, "Hey,"
Somalians.
the Somalians.
The
They're
fucking
like, "Hey," they come up to you, they'll be like, "Hey, like, here's a bracelet, it's for you, it's my friend, it's for you."
yeah,
And they'll be like, "Alright, give me some money." Then if you don't give them money, bro, you're done. Like,
yeah. Yeah, because
they're
it's a
gonna
whole
follow you.
it's a whole gang, bro.
Yeah.
And there's stuff like that in Brazil too. Like in Rio, what they do in the beaches, like if you're just chilling, it'll be like a group of like 20 kids. They'll just run down the beach, robbing everybody, taking everyone's shit.
Damn, probably
Like
sell it too.
yeah, so like you'll be just if you're like you can't hang out in Rio with like your phone out of your pocket.
Okay.
Like, at all, like, you can't be walking down the street on your phone, like, you gotta be, like, on point at all
Okay.
times, like, no matter what. You
Sure.
can't have your phone on the table, like, there's no like, you can't just chill and hang out, you know? Um, I went to Balneário Camboriú, so it's, they call it the Dubai of Brazil.
Okay.
The vibes is kinda like, how it is in Miami. Lots of money, lots of business owners, lots of entrepreneurs and stuff like that. It's the most expensive city in the whole country. It's where they have all, like, the techno clubs as well. That place is amazing, and it's safe. You can walk around, you don't have to really worry about much over there, there's cops everywhere,
What's the city called again?
Balneario Camboriú.
Barranio
Yeah, it's a difficult
Cambaru,
city. Yeah, BC, they call it BC for short.
BC.
Yeah. It's like an hour north of, like, Florianopolis, which is like an island. That place is really
Okay.
cool too.
So how's
Um,
how's the itinerary? So like when I book my flight, where do I book it to?
you wanna book it probably from, like, to São Paulo, then São Paulo to Florianopolis,
Okay.
and then drive,
How
like,
far is the flight from
the
those
flight's
spots?
a long fucking time, dude. I was just looking at flights and, from Phoenix to you gotta go from, like, Phoenix to, like, Dallas to then São Paulo, and then Florianopolis. So, like, essentially, like, if you can get, like, a good itinerary with not that many like, the layover time, like,
Yeah.
20 hours, from, like,
What?
you leaving yeah, because like, you leave here, it'll be, like, 2-hour flight to or, like, an hour and a half flight to Dallas, and then you're there for 2 hours, and then, like, a 10, 11-hour flight to São Paulo. Then you're there for 4 or 5 hours, and then an hour flight to Florianopolis.
I can't even stay in a plane for more than 6 hours. Like
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
already
get some fucking good seats, bro. I always get at the very least the premium economy, so, like, you
okay.
can lay back a little bit, like the one before
Or business
business.
class.
Yeah, or business, but, like, I was looking at flights, so from LA, there's actually really cheap flights, so I think this time around, I'm gonna fly from LA because you can fly directly from LA to São Paulo.
Okay.
So and then from São Paulo to Florianópolis, so it's only gonna be 1 layover versus having 2, 3 layovers, and the flights were, like, a third of the cost too, which I was surprised,
Okay. Yeah,
but then you just gotta drive to LA.
that's wild, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude, but Brazil's awesome, man. I love Brazil. I'm gonna move out there in a couple months and
How would you describe like the females from Arizona compared to like the females from Brazil?
oh, there's no comparison, bro. There's no it's the and there's some great girls here too, but I think just the westernized culture and American girls, a lot of them, they have this weird fantasy in their head. For one, they don't know how to do shit. They can't fucking cook, they can't clean.
Sheesh.
Not that I fucking need women that's all they know how to do, but it's like
At
if
least
I can cook
contribute.
if I can clean, and, like, you don't even know how to cook a meal, like, and I'm gonna fucking come home and, like, there's no food after I work 10, 12, 15 hours a day and you did nothing all day, like, what the fuck is
It's like,
that?
what do you bring to the table?
Yeah, like, what value do you bring to my life? Like, you're not being useful, at that point, you're fucking useless, you know? You're not doing shit.
And I feel like that's the reason why I'm mostly like single, because
Yeah, like
can't
like,
find a female that can do that, to
even
be
the
honest.
feminists there, like, will get always gonna have a home cooked meal for you, And when I lived there, I always have a maid, that comes over 5, 6 days a week and does all that stuff, so, like, I don't need a fucking woman to go and do that shit. I have a maid doing that, because that's also a lot cheaper too, so just the quality of life, people there are a lot happier. Um, the woman there, most people there, they typically, you know, they stay with their family. They're not moving out at 18, so by the time they're 20, they've slept with like 50 dudes, like
Sheesh.
here, like that's how it is. It's like that's how it is here, you
Oh
know.
my god,
So
that's
it's
crazy.
yeah, you know how it is, bro. It's fucking bad.
I actually do, man. It's kind of wild, man. It's kind of
Yeah.
wild to think about, to be honest.
Yeah, it's bad, dude, and, like, going out there, like, um, the clubs, they don't really close down, the restaurants and stuff like that, like, there's a nightlife, so, like, if you wanna go out till 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning, they're gonna stay open till that time, where here, it's, like, a hard stop at 3, 4 in the morning,
Okay,
you
yeah.
know?
No, here it's like 2 AM, bro.
Yeah, there might be one club that's, like, 4, and then
It's like
where you gonna go, the strip club?
yeah, it's
That's
like as soon as 2 AM hits, it's like, yo, you can't really do anything. Like,
yeah,
you can buy alcohol, but that's the thing though, like, here it's kinda different than, on the West Coast, it's different than on the East Coast. Because when I was in Virginia, you can't buy alcohol, like, anywhere. Like, the only place you can buy, like, liquor is, like they
at a
call it
liquor store.
at a liquor store, it's called
Yeah,
ABC store.
Yeah.
and that shuts right when it hits 10 o'clock. You can't buy liquor anymore
Yeah,
unless you
that's
go
how
to
it
the
is in
bar.
New Hampshire. You
Okay, yeah.
it's a liquor store, it's, the New Hampshire State Liquor Store, they're always on the highways too.
Okay.
So, but yeah, 9 PM, 10 PM, it's close, so if you
Yeah,
don't
I
pe
think it might be 9 o'clock.
yeah.
I might be.
Some day I think on Saturdays, it might be 10 and Fridays, but there's people that they'll just sell bottles, after hours, like,
Okay.
people be posting on Instagram, like, "Who's selling bottles?" You know?
And it's funny because like, that's one culture shock that when I moved to Arizona, I realized, like, every store that I went sold liquor. Like, I go
Yeah,
to Walmart sells liquor. I
gas
go to
station.
Target sells liquor. Like, I go to grocery store, everybody
Drive-through
sold.
liquor stores
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Drive-through
drive through, like, until 2 a.m. I'm like, "Yo, it's
Yeah.
crazy."
Yeah, yeah, you don't get that out there in the East Coast. Florida, you do. They have drive-through liquor stores, but Florida's it's a whole different country, dude. It's a different animal, you know?
Is Florida even Florida's a country, man, at
Yeah,
this
it's its
point.
whole own country, man. I think honestly that's where after I go to Brazil, that might be where I move to next, is
Okay.
Florida. But yeah, and, like, and the thing with going out here too, it's like the culture for clubbing, it's like getting a table and popping bottles. Otherwise, you're gonna
Yeah.
wait 20, 30,
I
40
feel like
minutes.
that's everywhere in America now, like, the culture of, like, it's so, like, table run, like, "Oh, if you don't have a table, you're not gonna have fun."
It's
That's why
not.
that's why I don't even go to clubs, like, I'm more of, like, a restaurant or, like, a really nice,
A nice
like,
bar,
nice bar, or maybe
a
a jazz
lounge.
bar, yeah.
'Cause yeah, like, dude, you're gonna if it's packed on a Saturday or Friday night, like, you're gonna wait 20 minutes to get a drink, and then you're gonna do that over and over, like, no, thank you. I'm not doing that, so I'll just get a table, but then what's the point of that? Spend thousands of dollars to do this to hang out with people that aren't gonna be there for you, that literally don't care, it makes no sense. So in Brazil, they don't really the culture is different around that, like, people, they just like to have a good time, like, they don't it doesn't really have the culture around, like, popping bottles, buying tables and sections and stuff like that. It's just very different, it's mostly they just like to have a good time,
Yeah.
like to be around people, barbecues, big culture around food, good food, where here
What's the food like? Is
it's
it
amazing, dude.
okay.
Yeah.
Is it different than, like, the Mexican food?
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot different than Mexican food. There it's like a lot of steak, rice, beans.
Okay,
It's just the way it's cooked is different. It's more like salty versus spicy,
okay.
you know? There's a lot of like um Mediterranean style food there too, like kibe and stuff like that. Like,
Kiwi?
yeah, you ever had that?
Never.
No. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like kind of like a meatball, but it's really good. You put some hot sauce on it.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, the food there is amazing. Actually, I miss it, dude. It's like you can
They speak Portuguese, right?
Portuguese, yeah. You
Portuguese,
can
okay.
get Uber Eats, dude, for so cheap, man. Like I can order Uber Eats like 2, 3 times a day, and it'll be like the max I'll spend is maybe $30 for the whole day. Like
Okay.
we're here, one thing you order is $30.
You're not wrong.
On Uber Eats, like, you're not you can order a $10 meal you order a $10 meal, when you go to fucking finish paying everything, it's like 30 bucks.
It's like 35.
Yeah,
Then you gotta tip the person that brings
yeah,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
with all the fees and everything. They have that there too, but I mean, for me, where I'm getting paid in dollars, it's nothing, you know?
I remember when I went to Colombia, it was the same, like, I was getting groceries delivered, and it was like, I'll say I spent, like, $60, and it literally fed me the whole time I was there,
Yeah.
which was, like, kinda crazy, but
Yeah, Colombian culture, Brazilian culture are very similar.
okay.
Yeah, the food too, some of the food at least, but the culture is very similar. I have a lot of Colombian friends, and, we're actually gonna do a South America tour. My friend just got a citizenship,
Oh,
and
hell yeah, let me know, man.
we're gonna go to Brazil, so I just gotta get
Let me know.
the house and
Do you
stuff.
need do you need a visa to go to Brazil or no, as American?
As of right now, you need a visa. Yeah, the president, he's a fucking communist, so he's like, if Brazilians need a visa to go to the US, then Americans need a visa to go to Brazil.
Fair enough,
Well,
man.
who the fuck wants to go to Brazil? It's
Fair enough.
it's
Make
not
it hard.
yeah, it's not the same. Like, everyone wants to come to the United States. To go to
Yeah,
Brazil, it's a lot different, but it's not much. It's like $100 to get the visa.
okay. I know, when I go to Côte d'Ivoire, like Ivory Coast, when I go there, it's a hurdle, bro. Like, cause first they make you get a visa. Before you get the visa, they make you like get a letter from who you're going to visit. Or
Really?
if you don't know anybody there, then they make you like give them like your hotel reservation.
Really?
Um, and they make you like book your flights ahead of time. So it's like you can't get the visa until you get that letter.
Damn.
The flight is booked, and you pay like $150 for the visa, and it's like it's
Yeah.
only 1 year, I believe. So I always have to do it before I go, and it's like it's a pain. It's like
Every time, damn.
every time I have to do that shit.
Yeah. Now Brazil's easier. It's all the visa is good for 10 years. So you do it once, you're good, for 10 years and you can go for 90 days at a time. You can extend it if you stay over the 90 days and you stay, 180 days, the max you can stay at a time. Like they don't really they might give you a fine of like $100.
Okay, awesome. Well, you guys heard it from Leo. You heard it from me. This is Hustle and Shots. We're gonna bring more episodes, more talks about entrepreneurship, how our life is and how our business is growing. If you want to hear more about the credit repair and how you can repair your credit and how to get your life straight, you hit up Leo. He's really good at his job. Really good at what he's doing. His service is amazing. And his Google review speaks for himself. Also, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Arizona or anywhere, I'm your go-to guy. Shout me out. I'll drop my information in the link. I'll drop his information in the link. You can follow me on Instagram at gbread23. And what's your Instagram?
It's Leo Barroso.
Leo Barroso. And yeah, Hustle and Shots coming soon. We're coming more episodes. I'm trying to be consistent now. I feel like I can't stay away from being consistent. I have to be consistent. Hopefully we'll drop this episode next week. But thanks
Like
for
discipline.
yeah.
Discipline, man. That's
Thanks for watching the episode. Please like, subscribe, share it to your mom, give it to your mom, I don't know, friends, family, your grandma. Let them listen to what we're up to with our life. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
yeah. Thank you for having me, bro.
Awesome.